Hi guys, let's talk about routing. What's routing? I have no idea what routing is actually. But with Leaf, routing is basically telling Leaf to output something when a user enters your URL, maybe slash home. So you can tell Leaf what to output when a user goes to this link or another link. That's what routing is in Leaf. So how do we tell Leaf what to do? Okay, now let's look at some code. I have this application here. There's nothing in it. It's just a fresh Leaf application. You can see we have Leaf sleeve here, nothing else installed. So let's look at how routing works in Leaf. Okay, first things first, we need to pull Leaf in. So this will initialize Leaf, set up everything we need to set up, including our container and all of that. So yeah, we can use our router on this. How Leaf handles routing is every route is a function, basically calling this function here, match, not PHP match, this particular one. You need to tell Leaf what HTTP methods are allowed. So usually you have things like get request. So when a user enters your link in their URL bar, like I'm doing right now, and hit enter, that's usually a get request. But then things like forms can use post requests or get also. Put, patch, delete. There are other ones as well. So basically, you need to tell Leaf what kind of HTTP request should be allowed to access the particular route you are creating right now. In this case, I'll go with get. But if you want multiple handlers, you can go with maybe get and post or get and post and put. Basically, as many as you want. In this case, I'll go with only get because this should be a get request. And then I enter the route. So if I enter just a slash like that, that references the base route. So if someone comes to leave.php.dev, this is literally leave.php.dev slash. So that becomes like my home route. So you can define your home route like this with just a slash. And then the final parameter is a function, and that function is what to show to your user. So you can do anything here as long as you're outputting something for the user to see. So in this case, I'll say hello world. Leaf has response functions, which we'll get to, but we can still use PHP functions here. So we can echo hello world, and the final piece of the puzzle is we need to run our routes. So after registering all of our routes, we can have like 100 routes here. At the end, we need to call up run in order to actually tell Leaf to run our routes. So let's do this. Let's head over to our browser. I need to leave serve, and that'll give me a link which I can open up in my browser, and we see hello world. So that hello world is this one here. Just to be sure, we can add maybe exclamation, and back in our browser we see this. Okay. So what if we want to make a post request? We can't really do that from our browser here, but then we can use tools like Postman or other ones to do um, get requests, put, patch, delete options, and more. In this case, we have um, a match request, but then it becomes bulky if you have to always write up match, pass in get, or post or put or patch, and then do this. So Leaf has shortcut methods for every HTTP request. So if you know it's going to be a get request, just like this one here, then we can shorten all of this to up get like this, and then pass in the route we want. In this case, is the base route. And then our function is going to be exactly this. So it's the same function here, same route, but we've gotten rid of this entire part simply by changing this match to a get. So that's what we've done here. This match has been replaced with a get to make our code simpler. So we can get rid of this. And when we go in here, let's also get rid of the exclamation so we don't confuse it with a different output. When we go back to our browser and run this, we get hello world. because leaf is handling all of this for us. So as I mentioned, you can have as many routes as you want, and they can all handle different routes. Let's change this to me. So hello me, and what I want to see is hello me. So let's go to slash hello slash me over here, slash hello slash me, and I see hello me there. So this works once again with up, get, up, post, like that. We have a put, we have a patch options, delete any HTTP method you want. You can just put that in there like that. That's it. If you want multiple handlers for the same route, you can go back to app match and then pass in your maybe get and post like this. But if you want just a singular handler, you can use this shortcut, and that works really well.